Hello, beautiful people of the internet. My name is Ryan, and you have come to the right place if you are looking to learn exactly how to organize your stash in Tarkov in just a few minutes with 3 key tips. To be clear, I'm not saying that you can do it in a few minutes. I'm saying I'll teach you in a few minutes. I have no idea how messy your stash is, but you can organize it. You can do it. So let's do it. So there are really just kind of 3 simple principles for how you should be organizing your stash. Your stash should first include only what is needed. Second, it should minimize and make easier the time that you spend between your raids in your stash. And third, you should forget that you are handling money at all. We're gonna walk you through how to accomplish each of those ideas here in just a second, but first, I think I have to say, there is, in the end, no right way or wrong way to do this. There are certainly better ways to do this, but people are weird and different, and they organize things in weird ways. Let me actually give you an example from my own stash, which we're gonna be organizing today. You see this top left area with this golden rooster and all these wallets? This is what I'm talking about. It's pretty much the exact opposite of what I'm gonna recommend in today's video. But I just personally love the idea. This is why I keep these there. I love the idea that my PMC comes home at the end of a hard day's work and he takes a look at his golden rooster and he picks between his 7 identical wallets which wallet he wants to take to the flea market so that he can buy a paracord today. I just love that idea. You may have some weird quirk like that, and that is okay. But for today, what we're gonna do is we're gonna organize this stash, this mess of a stash, according to our 3 principles. Number 1, your stash should include only what you will be using ASAP. And when I say ASAP, I mean take the amount of time that you were thinking and shorten it a lot, like drastically. Especially if you've got a standard account like me. Anything that is sitting in your inventory in a standard account and not getting used, it's actually costing you money. It means you're playing more Tetris at the end of raids instead of actually just getting out there again and making more money. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna sell any weapons we cannot use in the next 2 quests that we're working on, or 4-ish raids. That's my kind of guiding numbers. The same goes for heals, armor, helmets, everything other than the items that you have found for hideout and quests. Obviously, that is a problem for me. Let's go ahead and fix that. And done. I've now got an inventory that only includes a few raids worth of guns. I'm working on a Mosin and an AKS 74U quest right now. Of rigs, of armor, of backpacks. I've actually got a couple heals in here. And this is maybe even more heals than I probably need, but that's okay. A little bit of food in this one, and some quest items down here and keys and stuff down here. I now have way more empty inventory space than I can use for sorting stuff out after a raid or modifying a gun, etc. Which brings us to our second goal for our stash, is to minimize the time that it takes us between raids to buy or sell or get set up. This one is especially important for me because when I'm streaming Tarkov, I have to be really aware of what the viewer is seeing. And the fact that I don't want to bore them with a bunch of Tetris and moving stuff around just so that I can then sell it, so that I can move more stuff around. So let's say that I've just finished a raid. Let's throw some random crap in our backpack and stuff here. It was a really great raid. We got a bunch of super useful items. What I need when I am ready for sorting out this beautiful raid that I just had is I need some workspace. We should have an empty area for, I'm gonna sell this on the flea market, either right now or later, and this I'm going to sell to traders. Because we've kind of already nailed step 1 and gotten in a bunch of empty space, we're basically ready, but I'm gonna shift stuff around real quick and show you what that looks like. So the way that I like to do this one is to keep space on the left and keep space on the right. My brain is really simple. So let's say that I am selling these items to traders immediately. I can start sorting my inventory this way. This I'm gonna sell to on the flea market, so we can chunk it over here, and all of a sudden we've got really actionable items, actionable spaces. So that's done. So our third and final goal is to handle money as little as possible. In order to do that, the rooster has to change. Give me 1 second. And done. So the way that money works in Tarkov is one of the easiest ways to save yourself a lot of time. It adds up over time. You want to put all of your money in the top row, and you want to put it as far to the left as possible, including dollars, euros, rubles. You'll have a pile of each type of money, and that pile will grow and shrink as you sell and buy. And the reason that you do this is actually pretty simple. It's the same reason I took the money out of the wallets. When you sell an item to a trader, let me just show you real quick, actually. So watch right here. It fills in It goes as top left as it can, and it fills in right here. However, when you sell something on the flea market, it doesn't take it from the same pile. So what you're going to do when you're selling back and forth a bunch of times is you're going to eventually make these piles grow and decrease. In other words, for some reason, flea market and traders takes money from different piles and it adds money to different piles. What you're going to want to do is leave it out of wallets so that you never have to touch any of it. It's just up here, at least until you get very rich and you can throw all of your money in a money case. By organizing your money this way, sure, it doesn't look very pretty, but you minimize the amount of money shifting that you're going to have to do. And to me, that's very worth it. And those are your 3 guiding principles or tips on how to keep your stash running smoothly. Time for me to put this back in its place of honor. So I'm really curious, do you or any of your friends have any weird quirks with the way that they organize their inventories like that? I know I'm not the only one. I've seen plenty of other streamers and other players who do that too. If you are looking for more Tarkov tips like this one, feel free to hit that little subscribe button underneath this video, and we'll see you soon. Until then, bye-bye.